With a wonderful world of games.
Alright, you beautiful peoples of the internet, I'm Glyn, this is CheapSkate Gaming, and this is the weekly freebie roundup where I gather all the free games and some of the deals as well available to you, so you can then get hold of them and don't forget them like I did the other day. More about that later. Anyway, we'll start off with Epic Game Store, so let's just pop over to Epic Game Stores. Here we are, and 2 free games this week. 2, count them, 1, 2, Empyrean and Outliver Tribulation. So Empyrean, let's have a little look at the screenshots. We'll play the movie. So build and explore in a true space sandbox survival adventure. Construct mighty capital vessels, sprawling planetary settlements, and vast space stations in a galactic journey to discover the mysterious of Empyrean. Or Empyrean. Tomato. Okay, it looks different, looks interesting. Fair enough. So there's Empyrean. Grab it off your Steam store. And there is a second game on here, and it is Outliver Tribulation. So coming up to Halloween, this looks like a bit of a horror game. I was listening to it. It's got it sounds like it's got terrible acting. So yeah, this is a African mythology meets survival horror and Souls-like. You play as a soldier who mysteriously ends up in supernatural realm, of which her only way out is to partake in an ancient ritual, or so she believes. So there we are. There's your 2 free games from Epic Game Stores. And just to let you know that, remember to put them into your library. Like I did this last week, and I didn't add them to my library after I finished, not last week, a couple of weeks ago, and I went to play a game and I thought, oh, I've got that in my library. I forgot to put it in. Anyway, there's 2 games for next week as well. One of them has been on the store a few times. Anyway, we've got a real treat coming up here because we're going to go over to Amazon Prime Gaming. I hope you're Prime members, because this week they've added some goodies. Let's try and get onto the Prime members. Here we go. Let me just bring up the games. So let's have a look at this. Now, it's unusual because they don't often do this, but this is on the Microsoft store, and it's Doom Eternal. That's the last Doom to come out. I think they've announced a new Doom coming out soon, but that's a 9.5 out of 10 game all day long. Great game. They've also thrown in with Doom BioShock Remastered, the classic BioShock, just with like updated visuals. That's on GOG. Then we've got Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed Ecto Edition. Then and that's on Epic Games. Then on the actual Amazon Prime games itself, we got Dread Out, which is another horror game in the mold of like those sort of Malaysian horror films or Indonesian horror films. And then we've got Priest Simulator, Vampire Show, and The Gap. So 5 great games there. We'll have a quick look at them. So here's the Doom Eternal. Absolutely amazing. The graphics on this are fucking proper good. BioShock. Okay, the graphics aren't as good, but the playability is still there. If you've never played BioShock, where have you been? Definitely worth a play. I actually replayed this recently. About 4 or 5 months ago. I really enjoyed it. Here's the Ghostbusters one. I've not played the Ghostbusters game, but I have heard some good things about these new modern ones. So I've got one of them in my library. Haven't played it yet. Looks alright, looks fun. Get your particle beams out. I'd be interested if you can play it with a friend online, 4-player online. It'd be good fun. This is the Dread Out. This looks interesting. So here we go, sort of on. Ooh, good. Yeah, they look a bit. She looks a bit rough, doesn't she? Ooh, got the. Is she flicking me off? I think she's flicking me off there. Great stuff. And then finally we got this one. I'm not sure much about this one, but anything with little kiddie pictures in them has got to be scary as hell. You know they're going to be scary. Look, Daddy's got all crossed out on that one. What has Daddy done? Naughty Daddy. Don't trust. Classic. So I'm not sure what this one's like, but that's interesting. It's just another horror game. And oh yeah, one over the Priest Simulator. Now it looks a bit sort of funny, doesn't it, from here when you see that picture? But actually, It's a little bit more realistic than that. They're just masks that they wear. So yeah, get your inner priest and go and he's got like a pitchfork with a devil's head on it. I don't know what that game's like. It's going to be both equal amounts of comedy and horror, I think. Anyway, so what a great week for Prime Gaming. 5 great games there. 6, sorry. Let me count. If I could count, I'd know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, count them. 6. 6 great games. And plus you can still grab all your other games. Here they are. They do stay on. Some stay on there longer than others. But look at all those great load of games there on your Amazon Prime. Now, they haven't changed anything on Luna, but we have got Alien Isolation, Mortal Shell, a few others on there, X-Defy and Tormented Souls. So there's other horror games on the Luna, which you just need a browser to run those. So very good month. Okay, so we're going to jump along now to the Steam store. Now, first up, I'm going to say there's 2 free games on your Steam. And they are this game here, which is Castle Break. And it's free at the minute. And normally, I'd normally do a list of all the free games and choose a few, but these are actually paid for games that are going for free at the minute. And I'll show you how to get this the easier way if you can't remember the name, but this looks pretty fun. It's one of those quick have a go sort of games, have a go and be done type thing. Let me turn that down. So it's like a bat and block game where you're smashing your opponents. It looks a bit crazy, bit of Breakout, bit of Pong. You've got to have your mouse to play with it, so that looks interesting. And then there's this other game called Unplayed, which is only just released. Unfortunately, it's not very well liked at the minute. It might be having online issues, but it's free. It normally goes for 6 or 7 quid, something like that. And it's a multiplayer co-op sort of horror game. So, but it's free, so don't worry about it too much. So just to show you how to find it, they've added a new one. Since I've been online, they've added another free game as well, Minimalism. Okay, let's have a little look at that. So there's the free games. Anyway, that's the easiest way to do it, is put your search bar down to free and click special offers. And this is normally only an 89 pence game, but we'll have it. We'll go and grab it now. Pixel Mouse. While I'm leaving that run, I'm going to add it to my account. There we go. That's added to my account. Okay, we'll just go back. And what's going on here then? Pixel Mouse. Very minute. Oh yeah, just a block. Oh right, okay, it's a platform venture. Okay, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Just a minimalistic platform game. Clever. Okay, it's got puzzle aspects to it. That's all right then, isn't it? Another game for free. So yeah, so there's free games. So I'm not going to bother going through all the other games. So there we are. That's the best way to find them. Grab your search parameter, stick it to free, stick special offers. Now there are plenty of other games on here as well. That have been released over the last week, but there's so many I'm not going to go through them because some look really good. This Dusk's Grave looked good. There's a cart games on there. Deals, that's what I forgot to do. I forgot to have a look at the deals. So what was the one I added recently? Bear with me a minute. I added a game recently. I think it was SteamWorld Dig, was it? I can't remember. Anyway, don't worry about that. Okay, so there is some deals to be had on Steam. Go and check them out. Store, here we go. News and noteworthy. Special offers. I tell you what we'll do. We'll search for them. We'll take this down to £4. And we'll go special offers. And I'll have a look through here quickly. And I'll spot them. Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration. That's only £2.12. I don't know why it's on ignored. Tomb Raider games are on there. Gris, that was one. Gris, that's a really good game. Kingdom Come Deliverance again is on there, going cheap. So they've changed up a few new games into the list here. There was one for like £1 or £2. Loads of the Tomb Raider games are on sale. Be in my library anyway. Yeah, look, Tomb Raider Underworld, 82 pence. Tomb Raider, all the Tomb Raiders are going dirt cheap. Road Redemption, £2.24. That's a good game. Yeah, so there's plenty of Fez. That's an interesting game. SteamWorld Dig is only 71 pence. Yeah, so there we go. There's plenty of there on Steam. So let's pop over to the console world. And there's not much changed in the PlayStation. It's got the same games as what got added to PlayStation Extra last week. Not really much in the way of horror, to be honest. They kind of missed the boat on that one. But they did add Dead Space as part of your Plus game. And that technically is a horror game as well, Doki Doki, but not really my sort of thing. And don't forget, you still got the WWE, so not much change on the PlayStation. We'll check out Xbox. This is console, and they haven't really jumped in on the horror Halloween or anything, but they have added Train Sim World 5, Mad Street, Sifu has been added, All You Need Is Help, I think that was in last week's. And that's about it, just 2 or 3 games. Encryption. And on the actual PC side, again, very similar. Legend of Mana is there. I think that's a new one. And again, not much more other than Sifu and Mad Streets and Train Sim World 5. So, pretty poor result there. Anyway, let's have a little look, because they've added some new stuff to Fanatical. And there's there's loads of deals here, bundle deals. The 2 new ones are Fantasy and Bundle Bash. Build your own bundle. So the Fantasy one, not too bad. I've already got a lot of these. Elder Souls is on there. The Cub, Sword of the Necromancer, Tunchi, which I hear good things about that game. But as you can see, Styx is in there, Styx. And again, you can add, the best deal here, I think, is to have 5 games for £3. Because you can make up a good bundle for £5. For £3, a good bundle of 5. There's at least 5 of those games are worth having. More time's pretty cool as well. So there's that. But I think the better bundle here now is this Best of Bundle Mash. Build your own. And I haven't even had a look at this yet. So 3 games for 166. What does that come in? About just over £5, isn't it? And we've got Chaos Bane Slayer Edition, Warhammer, Luck Be a Landlord, Moonlighter, Forgive Me Father, Game of Life 2. Ooh, that's normally goes quite expensive. That's normally holds its price, that does. A Botti, Cluedo, alright, For the King, Animal Shelter Simulator, Cluedo, Urbo, Palion, Gibbon Beyond the Trees, Death Bloom, Chapters 1 and 2, Untamed Tactics. There's a good choice here to have. Dimensional Slaughter, there's Death Bloom 2, A Game of Thrones, a board game digital edition, King's Bounty and Quest. We'll just have a quick little scan through. What's the one I'm interested in? This Gibbon one. I've never seen this. Oh, sorry, they turned the sound down on it. Oh, interesting art style. Different, isn't it? Oh, you play as a baby gibbon. It's a platform swing-along game. That could be cool. That could be interesting. I might have to grab it. I'm not sure. I've never played Death Bloom. What's this about? Alright, okay, so looks like a horror game. What else we got? Animal Shelter. Oh, hello, pup. Oh no, pup's hurt. Oh dear, you gotta clean it. Let's staple it and stitch it. He's got a baddie paw. Watch the animals. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that. Cool game. Right, okay, stopped thinking with the pets. What was this Doom sort of thing? Oh, classic first person shooter. We played one, you played 100 off them. Anyway, so let's move along to Humble Games because they've added a couple of bundles as well. Don't forget the choice is still up, and it's a good choice in my opinion this month. We've got Remnant 2, Persona Strikers, Jusant, Dome Keeper, which I've been playing and I really like. It's quite easy to do a run on Dome Keeper, so that's pretty cool. It's similar to one of my favourite games, War World. Very good. I think it came out before War World. I haven't played this station to station, but it looks really good as well. Yeah, so don't forget about your choice, but let's have a look at the bundles. And they've added a couple of new ones. I believe the two new ones are the Twin Stick and the Sneg. Now, I can't remember if I went through this one last week as well, the Warhammer, but for £11.21, there's 6 or 7 Warhammer games there. Problem with the Warhammer ones, I've already got quite a few of them already, but that's not to say it's not a bad deal. This twin stick shooter looks pretty cool. For £8.96, so £9 more or less, and they've got the Ascent Cyber Edition, so that's the Ascent and all its DLC as well. And you've got these other games, and they're all twin stick shooters. So I quite like my twin stick shooters. Ideally, that's the bundle to be had. I think if you go any cheaper, they're going to take away that. Yeah. So you've got to pay £8.96 to get the Ascent. The other games you can get cheap, like you can pick out one up for under £1. You probably pick this. I think this was free last week on Epic Games stores. So most of the other games you can pick up cheap, but this is usually around £4, £5, £6, even on resellers. So that's one of the good bundles. And then this Sneg one, which will be very specialist. This is really old PC stuff. I mean 8-bit PC. You've got to be going right back to the early days of PC. And just to show you, let me just show you a video here of the sort of graphics you're looking at. Everything's in like 4 colours. That's how old it is. It's before PCs had graphics cards. Yeah, and this is how games used to be back in the day. I would say it's about 1985, 86, something like that. But yeah, back in the day before people actually played games on PC, there were these sort of mostly strategy games. They were, you know, adults played on PC. Only adults could afford to have PCs, and I want to say adults, I mean businessmen. So they used to have games for older people on the old PCs. Yeah, but it's a very specialist sect. I mean, if you want to go back and do a little bit of nostalgia, for £7.63 you've got all these old games. Interesting, just if you need something like that to add it to your library. But there we go. I think that's most of the deals done and out the way now. We'll just pop along to the full view. So what a great month if you're a Amazon Prime subscriber. Doom Eternal. God, I'm straight on that right away now. I'm going and downloading Doom Eternal. Although I've completed it once, but no harm in doing it again. I've done it on PlayStation 5. Be interesting to see the difference on PC. Not too bad for Epic Games. 2 games to be chosen there. One neither here nor there. One's better. Next month doesn't look much better either. Or next week doesn't look much better either. Nice to have a couple of free paid for games on Steam there. Keep your eye out on that Steam because they might be adding new ones. Sorry I didn't have much time to go through the deals on Steam, but I'm trying to make these a little bit shorter, trying to keep them under the 20-minute mark. So we're coming up to 20 minutes now, and all I say is thank you, and if this has helped you, smash a thumbs up. Like I say, links to most of the sites will be in the description. GOG, Epic, Humble, Fanatical, they're all the links to those sites are in there, but most of those sites you do need to be have a login or membership to use in a way. So I think that's it. I think that's me done and out the way. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you for next week, and I'm expecting some more horror games maybe next week from Amazon, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, Doom Eternal, excellent. Our Bioshock, yeah, don't forget to get your Bioshock as well. Great game. Right, Glyn out. Stop yabbering, Glyn. Come on, these people have got games to download. and I have too, and I'm going to remember to do that. Oh yeah, my little story, yeah. So I went to play Sniper Contracts 2, which was a free Epic Game Store back in Epic's Gaming back in September. I was looking for it. I was like, where the hell is it? Turns out, although I'd made a video about it telling everyone to get it, I'd forgot to add it to my own collection. And when I checked, I realised I'd done the exact same trick the following week with the football game. That was actually pretty good, the American football game. I'd forgotten to add that to my library as well. So I've been going back through now, checking to make sure that I'm adding my Epic Game Store's games to my library. So yeah, don't be an idiot like me. Add your games to your library. Right, I'm definitely off now because I've gone over 20 minutes. Duh. Right, bye. Bye, 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 bye.
You know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over and join the crew. They'll show you how to game and save money too. CheapSkate gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over.